have to get a meaning behind the photographs because my photographs cannot come to you and you just slide. So how do I get people to look at my photograph for probably maybe 5 seconds? It has to have an idea behind. That is the birth of the conceptual photography. Sometimes the things that you might think is, oh, let it slide, it's nothing. Those are the things that actually make sense. I want one of just a single photograph of mine to go out there and come back with like dollars, like millions. Just a single photograph. And I know my fellow photographers are not going to give me dollars. Know exactly what you are putting out there. You should be into what you are putting out there. Ambient lighting and all that. But at the end of the day, the picture still looks bad. The reason is that you are paying too much attention to the outside. What is important is the subject. Nobody is going to count pixels here. How many megapixels do we have in this photograph? No. Before, what's that? It's a way yes, now. I feel which pictures, which audience, which follow photographers. He came to my exhibition and then he just went in, started looking and he was like, who did that? And I was like, all the photographs here, it's for me. And he was like, no, where did you see this? What is the meaning behind it? And I said, he said, he got closer and he was like, I want this. And then he gave me my cash and then he took it out.
Hello everyone, my name is Ebenezer Amakwenchi and this is the Diary of a Creative. And to remind you that this program is sponsored by Christocentric Rentals. If you need any media equipment, you get in touch with them, they are going to make sure they supply them for you. And then they say I should tell you that they do nationwide delivery to Kumasi, Accra, anywhere in Ghana you are. When you contact them and it's feasible, they'll make sure that they deliver it to you. Okay, so before we even do the introduction of the guest, we are going to find a way to introduce the guest today. So there's an image that's going to be projected on the screen. Yeah, so please, this image, what does it remind you of? The image on the screen.
Memories, huh? At that time, I was so deep, but this image holds a whole lot. Not necessarily only the image, but the aftermath of this photograph.
Okay.
The parents of the mother of these kids. Trust me. But apart from that, probably I will talk about that later. But this image is one of my favorite, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite.
What's the deeper meaning behind it?
Well, help.
Okay.
Help. And not only help, but duty. Because when you are in a position that you are, I won't say above others, but when you're in a position where you can help people, you have to know that that is a duty assigned to you. You have a responsibility, you understand?
Yeah. And
regardless of the person beneath you, the attitude of the person beneath you, that does not concern what you have to do. It is your duty. You can't say, oh, the person is disrespectful, this person is not helping, so I won't help. No, it has nothing to do with that. Your duty is to assist. And basically that was what the senior brother was doing in this photograph.
Was it really like in real life? Was it raining or it was post-production?
Well, I had drizzled, but there was a little bit of magic over there going on. But at that day I had rain.
Okay.
And what happened was back in Koforidua, my first studio was at Atichim. So these kids, Atichim is a very quiet place. You can use Atichim as a bypass to actually get to Ajoso if you know Koforidua very well. So usually they use that because the place is very quiet. There is no cars around and all that. So when they get to my studio, because I had a tinted glass door, they can see themselves. So when they get there, what do they do as kids? They start to dance and then they,
themselves.
And sometimes they even get closer and forget that I might probably be seeing them from from the inside. So one time they did that and then I opened it and they ran away. The next time I told them not to run. What's their name? Because it was funny the way they were dancing and then I've forgotten their name honestly. Okay. But then I offered them water and then they went. So every time they get there, they come and knock, they greet me and then they take the water and then they go. So they've used my place as a stop to get water. So one day they came and it was drizzling like that and then I was like, they should wait. And they said, oh, they are already wet, so they will go home and their mom will be asking.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were going, I was watching them and I was laughing because the kid, the younger sibling,
Yeah.
he wanted to actually stay because he saw my PlayStation and everything inside. But the senior brother was like, hey, and then when they were going, I was like, duty.
Yeah.
And I called them back.
Mm.
And I was like, and then I went inside and I took my lens and then I think I took about 4 shots only with the same idea, like 4 shots. I had them walk from a distance. You can tell that there is a route there.
Mm-hmm.
I had them walk from a distance to that edge. And then I got the picture. But I already saw the image in my head when
you saw them.
Because of the inspiration they have given me.
Came.
Yes, exactly. And I had to do it. But of course, I had to add emotions to it to make it speak. And then, yeah. And then, as usual, I
typical village life.
Yeah. I went out there.
So I think I saw this during the COVID time.
Yeah.
It's most use a coconut. Is it coconut? Cocoyam. Sorry, cocoyam leaves. And also to me the each year.
Yeah.
In so say. Oh, sweet.
So basically, this is a conceptual photograph. Which is different from street photography. Street photography, I would have probably seen them like this already and then I would take the shot. But this was actually staged.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
Yes, good. So
in fact, you've zoomed into our conversation, but I will come there.
All right.
Can we know a bit about you?
Okay.
Your upbringing, where you grew up, educational background and all.
All right. So I think half of my entire life, or 80% of my entire life, I've been in Koforidua.
Okay.
I was born in Koforidua. Hove City boy. I was born in Koforidua. I went primary, JHS, everything in Koforidua.
Including the tertiary too.
Tertiary. I think the SHS was, I came to Begro percent.
Okay, Begro.
I attended, but it was still in Eastern region.
Yeah.
So after everything, then I decided to move to Accra. So I've now relocated to Accra, but it's not even a year. So that means that I've spent almost my entire life in
After now in
Koforidua.
I see. So with growing up, this concept photographs, like this art.
Yeah.
Was it from infancy or as you journey in life then it came?
Well, I would say from infancy because I was the kind that likes to draw. Okay. Back then, what we do is we trace. We don't even draw because we were not. We just trace things. And my book of Bible story, I would like to trace Goliath and David and everything. And then when I see my dad coming, I would just hide it because my dad wants, as kid, they don't want us to be doing drawings and all that. Yeah. But then I think I had that already in me, and I observe things a lot. I like to ask questions about things, but I don't ask the next person. I just ask myself, why is this thing like that? So I've been doing that, and then fortunately for me, I got to have a tool, which is the camera, to actually do it even further. So I've been doing it since I was young. Yeah.
I see. So Bkay Photos, is it from your real name or?
No.
So your name actually is?
My name is Osman Isaka.
Okay.
Yes.
And Bkay Photos, what's the inspiration?
Bkay actually means to be kind. Be kind.
Oh, really?
Yes. Be kind. So it was
wow.
I quite remember I got my first camera and I realized that I needed to get a brand for myself, a name for myself. And not even before the camera, I was doing graphic designing. Yes, Bkay Art. And that was where I coined the brand name Kind, because I felt like I told you I've been speaking to myself a lot. I'm that kind of person, so I was like, if everybody is kind to each other, we will not have problems. There will not even be need for money if we are kind to each other, truly kind to each other. Because back then they didn't have money. All they have is, what do you have? This is what I have. If you are kind enough to exchange it with me, both of us will be settled. You understand? So kindness is something we don't have to take for granted.
Yes. We're doing the works for free. Be kind.
The graphic
as
design.
an act of kindness.
Oh, no. Okay, in the beginning, of course, every craft in the beginning, you have to do it for free.
Okay, so
You understand?
does it mean that the mindset you started with, like, be kind? So let's say I'm being kind to people. Let me do it. That's what brought the name, or?
Well, the name was out of kindness. I am somebody who wants to help people.
Okay.
Not because I'm getting anything from or
them.
because I'm going to look cool. I just want to help people. I have parents that, my parents, they are just like that. My dad, if you rent our apartment, he's probably not even going to, unless we force him and tell him that this guy's month is due, his rent is due. So I come from that background where we want to extend help from people and basically Muslims is one of our unique traits, like to actually extend help to the next Muslim, it comes naturally to us. So the be kind came out of that. Yes. And with consistency and the work, the name, the reason why I actually didn't use the be kind is because I didn't want it to, I just wanted it to be something easy to pronounce. So the B from the BE and then the K from the KIND.
I see.
As in BK,
Okay. And then
this
shot. Which area was that?
This is my mom's place. This is my mom's apartment. And that is my nephew. That is my nephew. The first guy is my nephew.
Okay. The one without
the gun. His name is called Ima.
The one without top.
The top.
Okay.
Yes. And the other guy is also a neighbor's a younger brother.
Hey, so my big boys.
Oh, you're my big boys. Oh, my big boys. Oh, my atinti,
This one, I think this shot, you were talking about patience.
Patience, yes.
I think I read, I slide through to the end. I think there was one poster. I think you combined 3 different sessions.
Yeah, I did a collage of the 3 photographs, yes.
So this one, was it a planned thing, like you planned and shot with them, or they were playing and just let me capture this guy?
No, I told you I observed things a lot. So they were actually playing.
Okay.
They were playing and I was observing them and I realized that at that time we were trying to build a wall around our apartment, but we were not done with the gate was not ready. So I realized that this guy is hiding just along the edge of the wall.
Yeah.
But the kids, they just come and then they pass him. And then he doesn't even say anything. When they pass him, he shoots them. He's like, "Po." And then he tells them to keep quiet because, of course, he tells them to keep quiet. And then the next person comes in and then "Po." And then so with patience, he was able to,
kept on killing them.
Just like that. They were just shooting in and then so yeah. And then I was observing from the porch. The porch is from the other side. So I was just on the wall and I was observing there. And then I laughed and I was like, where is my camera? I need to create something. And then it happened. I observe things. And sometimes the things that you might think is, let it slide. It's nothing. Those are the things that actually make sense. You understand? Or we should make this. We should make sure that the 3-point lightning is working. At the end of the day, it will look artificial. But to actually connect with people, natural light, or probably maybe let things be the way they are, and then they will speak volumes. Yes.
Who taught you photography?
I learned photography on my own.
On your own?
Yeah, on my own.
When your parents found out, how did they receive it?
Well, my mom is easy to convince. Most mothers are easier to convince. There is a funny story. The first camera I got, that is 60D Canon T3i. So I told my mom, I got a gift, a digital camera from a friend. Okay. And then I used to do this vanish and, After Effects stuffs,
But please, so which year are we talking about?
Oh, this question is here. The years, it's been long. It's been long.
2015, 2010.
Probably a year to a decade. Yeah.
So you're looking at 2015, 2014. Then.
Yes.
That's when you got that first camera.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing.
I think somewhere there. Yeah. And I was doing this. I used to call my kid sisters and I'll be like, let's go to the park. I want to do something. And then they will, oh, today too, and then we'll go there. I'll put it on a tripod. And then I will stand in front, clap my hands so that I know where to set the keyframes and then all that. And then I will put green screens, dragons. I still have those videos.
Okay.
I still have them. Dragons coming after me, helicopters falling down, And then my mom was like, what are you doing? Are you acting a movie or what are you doing? Because, and I was like, I just want to do this. I feel like it's so easy for me to do it. It comes easily to me. Even at that time, it came easily to me. Like, stand here, make sure that you walk. I was even doing holograms. Holograms. Yeah. YouTube University.
University of YouTube.
YouTube University.
I love
Yeah. So and then they were amazed. Like my family, my mom was like, so you did this. This is what they have been doing in the movies. I was like, yeah. So my sisters would say, hey, it's nice. So, it really inspired me. At that point, I didn't even think about monetizing it or taking money from anybody. And then my dad would see it and my dad would be like, what is this? Are we watching movie or we are watching Bkay? Yeah. And yeah. So I right after that, I went to my mom and convinced him that I needed a camera because I was I was doing digital art, digital painting in addition. And usually what happens is that when the clients send their photograph is not in a good shape for you to be able to paint them using Photoshop. So I was like, let me get my own camera so that I can take the photographs for myself. And then I can get enough resolution to be able to edit and paint for them. And then I told my mom, and my mom convinced my dad. And my dad gave me half of it. He was like, I'm paying this guy school fees to go and be. I was doing computer networking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And now he's here. He's telling me he wants a camera. So if he's going to be able to raise half of the amount, I'm willing to give him half of the amount.
Solid.
Yes. So that was a deal. And then my mom said that is how far he can go.
That can go.
Yeah, so I drew a plan. How am I going to get 1,000 Ghana cedis? At that point, I've not even owned 100 cedis for myself. Even though I was doing the graphic design, but free. So I was like, okay, then and I want it so quickly. Like I want the money because I was so much into the spirit to get a camera to actually move on. So I was like, okay, fine. 1,000 cedis. Then if I'm able to get 10 people to give me 100 cedis, that is 1,000. If I'm able to get 2 people to give me 500 cedis, that is 1,000. And at this point, I'm in my room sitting on the floor in the corner and I'm doing all this calculation. And I realized that 500 cedis, 2 people, if I get it, fine. But where am I going to get people like myself to teach that they are going to, So I was like, okay, fine. Then the 10 people, it's okay. So I did a flyer. I was in KTU first year.
Okay.
I did a flyer. And then the flyer, I, placed the flyer on campus, everywhere. For people, for people to come and I wanted to graphic design training. And because I just wanted 10 people. And I
to get your money.
Yes, I placed one. I did a nice digital painting art. And I placed one of my favorite works there. And then I started getting calls. Where are you? I saw you. The next day I went on campus and they've torn all the flyers. My only 50 Ghana savings. Yes, because they said I didn't ask permission from the administration and all that. But then again, people came and then I had somebody to give me 500 cedis, an administrator, for me to teach. So even in first year, I was teaching them graphic design and all that, but they had no idea the plan that I had in mind. So I took my money sharp and then I went to my dad. I think a month after I went to my dad, I was like, it was in an envelope. This is my 1,000 cedis. You promised me. And he said I should bring the bag on the bag on the wardrobe. So I brought it and then he gave me the 1,000 cedis. I went straight to Tudu with my T3i.
The camera hub.
Yes, T3i with a kit lens.
Yeah.
And then that is when everything started. I brought it home and I was like, okay, so now that you have spent 2,000 on this camera, how are you going to get even the camera? At some point, I wanted to sell the camera back to get, yes, because, the idea was not to be a photographer.
Okay.
The idea was to take photographs so that I can do my digital art.
Oh, okay.
And then I checked online and I realized that people were actually taking I was taking about, I think, 100 CDs for a digital art. And I realized that people were actually taking 500 CDs, 1,000 CDs for weddings back then. And I was like, and they can also print it and they will pay them. And I'm like, then why am I wasting my time doing this digital art, which even takes me about 4 to 5 days and I still get, and I was like, okay. So I have not tell anybody this. I took a paper and then I drew a circle, like a kind of how do we even call it? A circle, and then I divided it into shapes.
Kind of a pie chart.
A pie chart.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, so photography, it deals with pictures. Digital painting deals with pictures and colors. Graphic design deals with pictures, colors, text, lettering. What does this thing, videography deals with pictures, what does this thing have in common? And then I realized that both of them are still around photography.
They are connected.
The reason why I can actually know this now is because I can now trace the steps back.
Yeah.
You understand? And at that point, that is what I did. And I realized that then that means that I have to work on, it is photography that I have to work on. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was why that was the time that I realized that, oh, okay. So all this graphic design and all that, it was just to get me to photography. Then I'm going to be the one of the best photographers, because I now know how to actually look at colors. I now know how to I used to create noses from scratch. Digital art. Don't worry, I will send you some of the.
Okay.
I used to use shadows, selections. I can actually do a selection here, soft round brush, and then I'll hit it beside, and then just the, how do we call it? But the painting. I used to do all these things from scratch. You understand? Doing graphic design.
Wow.
So when I got to photography, and the editing, I realized that you guys are not even suffering. You already have the nose.
Yeah.
I was building the nose from scratch. Yeah, so it became much easier to me. The colors in graphic design, you have to use color codes. You have to know that white is FFFF. Yeah. So when I came here and they were like color grading, and it was easy because you already have the colors in the photograph.
Just adding some touch, then you are good to go.
Make sure that you know which color you are working on. Oh, bro. So it all came easy to me, and I started working on them, and I was like, I have to get a meaning behind the photographs, because my photographs cannot come to you and you just slide. So how do I get people to look at my photograph for probably maybe 5 seconds? It has to have an idea behind. That is the birth of the conceptual photography. You understand?
Solid.
Yes. So now I sent you the photo, and I started putting on my platform, and I realized that they were not coming to watch it on my page because I didn't have the numbers. And I was like, okay, God, what do I have to do? I was in university. Let me get everybody's number so that I can send them the photographs directly. So now every artwork I do, I send it to you, whether you like it or not. I send it to you. And that was how I build my client base as well. So people were calling me now for me to save their contacts so that they can get to see
the things you post.
Yes. And then after that, I realized that now the message goes, the photograph goes, but people were not understanding the ideas behind. So I have to be good with the captions as well, so that it goes with the photograph. Very short, but then explains the entire thing. So it was just like a ladder like that.
Kept on growing over time like that. So there is an image here.
Okay. You guys have downloaded all my images or what? Oh, Diesel.
Yes, I say, let's hold hands and dance in Shangri-La, a little piece of heaven that stands still till we tire.
Yeah.
Your eyes hold the fire I want to be engulfed in forever.
Yeah.
And it continues.
Yeah.
Which year was this taken?
Whew. If I tell you I remember the year, I'll have to go back. Because some of the works, I don't post them. Sometimes I delete them and come and post them again. But it's around maybe 2021, 2020 there.
Okay. Which gadget was, the cameras that were...
This was 6D.
6D.
Yeah, 6D.
Come
6D
again.
and 6D and Canon 85.
Oh, Jesus.
The one with the gold ring.
Okay, 85 and USM.
Yeah, 1.8, yeah.
6D.
6D, yeah. I used 6D for a very long time. It makes the 6D people feel, you people should drop that camera and move forward. Yeah, but this was a 6D shot.
So this means that, in quote, where we say that gear doesn't matter, is true.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
It's true because
it's true.
This one, if you don't tell me that you use 6D, I wouldn't. You might be thinking about Canon R, segment H5, kind of shots now that way you back.
Yeah.
This one is 6D.
The gadget, the cameras, they are already providing us with what we want. You understand? And that is to capture what is in front of you. Nobody is going to count pixels here. How many megapixels do we have in this photograph? No. You understand? But what have you captured? How is the lighting affecting your subject? All these are the important things. What is the idea behind the shot? But if you are too much into the camera and the gadget, you forget yourself as an artist. And probably you end up trying to compete with Christocentric selling, renting gadgets. You understand? But as an artist, you are an artist. Leave the gadget side. Of course, you have to know the tool you are using. But as much as you know the tool, try as much as possible to know exactly what you are putting out there. You should be into what you are putting out there.
Yeah.
You understand? The guy, we have some top photographers, like top photographers that have been shooting with only 35mm for the entire career. I've been doing natural light and one light for my entire career. You will never see a shot of 2 lightning. No. The reason is that what is in front of you is what people are going to see. Fine, I respect the fact that lighting is important, but pay attention to what is in front of you. You might have a nice model in front of you, everything on point, lightning, 3-point lightning, reflector down, everything. How do we call it?
Everything.
Yes, ambient lightning and all that. By the end of the day, the picture still looks bad.
Yeah.
The reason is that you are paying too much attention to the outside. What is important is the subject.
In front of you.
In front of you. And when you continue to do that, people notice the consistency in your shot. They realize that this picture is nice. This is also nice. They are not going to say this lightning is nice.
Oh, sure.
This picture is nice. This is also nice. This is also nice. Oh, this is also nice. Okay, so who took this shot? They are not going to have, which camera is this? Before, what's the artist way yes now? I feel ultra pictures, ultra my audience, ultra my follow photographers. If you are too much interested in your cameras, you are shooting for your fellow photographers. You want them to say, Charlie, which camera did you use to shoot this? Oh, it's nice. Oh, okay, all right.
And at
the end of the day, what do you get from that? You understand? I am so much focused on it. I want one of just a single photograph of mine to go out there and come back with like dollars, like millions. Just a single photograph. And I know my fellow photographers are not going to give me dollars.
No.
They are also struggling. They also want to buy the next gadget.
But at the
end of the day, those are not me. Attention. The only thing I can do for them is when they ask me what went on during this production. I will let them know everything. That is the best I can do for them.
Kind of teaching them. Yeah.
Or maybe when I see the photograph, or maybe when you post a photograph and you mention me or you tag me, I will just repost it. That is the only thing. I cannot say come and take my gadget and go and do. No. Yeah, so the attention should be the client and the audience. Because of course, those are the reason why you are even taking the photographs in the first place.
That is great, honestly. So as a photographer, your client is the focus, not the fellow photographer.
No.
Photographer, in fact, photographer here for the program, or your crown charging because you're wow.
Exactly.
Are you a photographer, a videographer, filmmaker, or content creator? Are you looking for the perfect shot without breaking the bank? Look no further. Christocentric Rentals has got you covered. At Christocentric Rentals, we provide top-notch cameras and gears from the world's leading brands. We have Canon, Sony, Blackmagic, Nikon, and all your industry favorites. Whether it's a wedding, a commercial shoot, a travel vlog, or just a simple shoot, we have the right equipment for you. High-quality lenses, professional accessories, unbeatable prices, and flexible rental terms all in one place. Visit us today or any other day at Top High near KNUST. You can also call us on the following numbers to make your booking: 0532 670 582 or 0596 844 781. You can find us at Christocentric Rentals on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Christocentric Rentals, professional production assured.
But you know that conceptual photograph and street photograph.
Yeah.
I think people find it difficult to differentiate between the two.
Okay.
So how do you, or how will you differentiate between the two?
Well, the difference between the two is not big, it's tiny, but there is a difference. And the difference is that street photography is not staged.
Okay.
It's not staged. It reveals itself to you. For example, when I take a camera and I get to town and I'm about to do a street photograph, I observe what is going on here. Oh, okay, this guy is trying to do this. Let me watch and see what is going to happen. But with conceptual photography, everything is under my control. I even pick the idea from the house. I design everything before I move with the model to the set. You understand? So if you follow my conceptual photography very well, you might realize that this model was in this shot and he is also in this shot. In street photography, you will not find the same model in different shots because probably you met him once and that is it. So the difference is that with street photography, it reveals itself to you on set. You observe, the street reveals itself to you. But with conceptual photography, you have to generate the idea from scratch. Everything is is with you. You decide whatever you want to do. You understand? Yeah. So basically, that is the obvious difference between the two.
Okay. So this one, I want a quick one.
Okay.
You've had a concept.
Yeah.
That you want to create with your team. What's the process like?
All right. So usually with conceptual photography, for me, for example, I pick a pressing issue that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Visually, I want to address. So maybe mental illness. I want to talk about mental illness. All right. So with mental illness, what do I need? I'm going to do a natural light because with mental illness, I just want an outdoor shot where the model is probably acting like he's mad because I already have a caption or something, a write-up that is going to go with that concept. I speak with the model. We bring a stylist or a makeup artist in. He do his own thing, and then he makes sure that the face of the model looks like somebody who is mad. We draw the concept. What is the metaphor behind the picture? What is the idea that I'm trying to put across? Yes. And with that, we can go ahead and find a location and then shoot. So you realize that right from the beginning, everything is planned with conceptual photography.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's an image here.
Oh.
What went into this image?
Okay. So for this image, we have to buy poster colors. We have to buy a fresh white shirt. And then we have to buy the rope. Studio, and that is one of my favorite. This is my first model actually. Okay. Her name is Kezia. Excellent news. So we had to get a new white shirt. Of course, the black skirt there. He brought it from there. This wig, I purchased it with my own money. Yes, because I wanted her to get that character every time I'm shooting
that old time women that their hairstyle. Okay. Yes.
So every time we're about to shoot, she puts on this wig, and we have to purchase a gauze as well. Yes, for the month. Yeah. Okay. So and then the poster colors we have to mix it at the studio. This was just at the back of this shot is where we took the kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Wow,
yeah.
that's your outdoor studio.
Yeah, it was just close to my studio at the time. I did a lot of shots there.
So this image, what does it talk about?
It was speaking about struggle within for women. They usually don't want to say things. Women specifically. I also did the same thing for men.
For men.
And yeah, you can tell he was having a chain on his neck and all that. But basically, struggle within, and they need to break free from that. So you can tell that he's being tied up and left alone in that open space. So basically, that was what it was. And of course, the gush on the mouth is telling us that he cannot speak or he cannot voice out his thoughts.
Okay.
And he's in pain, basically.
Wow.
But conceptual photographies are how do I even put it? Is it that they are relative? So of course I have my meaning to it.
Okay, so meaning let's
they are subjective. That is the word, subjective. So when you see it,
you can read your meaning into it.
Somebody purchased one of my art, I think around 2000 cedis, with a cigarette with 2x.
In fact, I put that on the screen. That image, put it on the screen.
Yes, it was a. He came to my exhibition and then he just went in. He started looking and he was like, "Who did that?" And I was like, "All the photographs here, it's for me." And he was like, "No, where did you see this? What is the meaning behind?" And I said the meaning. He said he got closer and he was like, "I wanted this." And then he gave me my cash and then he took it away. So I was telling him, when you continue to put toxic stuff into your system, you are not that is the idea of behind the image. You are not only going to kill yourself, but you are going to kill the seeds in yourself, in you. So you are not killing yourself when you put toxic stuff in you. You are killing an entire generation that will come out from you. So if you think it's only about you, then you are killing yourself. You are killing people. You understand? And then he looked at the photograph and the interesting part is that, the cash came in and then, yes.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, or frame on the coin.
Oh, nice. But you see, with street photography, as you were saying, that one is not staged.
Yeah, it's not staged.
So how do you train yourself to capture the moment?
That is where your skill actually comes in. A lot of photographers are the opportunity stand there, let me take you. That is what they have been doing. But as a photographer, that is the most challenging thing. And thankfully for myself, and the crew that I work with, they are able to dance. So here is my assistant, my one and only assistant. He's always able to adjust himself into situation. Sometimes what you see, the same scene, we might give the camera to 3 photographers and everything will come out different. All their shots is going to be different. So is definitely, that means that it's more about you than what is actually happening. How do you understand what is going on? You understand? For example, let me give you a simple example. Maybe somebody is a truck pusher.
Okay.
Is going around, he's pushing his truck around, and then he gets close to, whilst he's coming, you might be taking the shot because you've seen a truck pusher with a truck. I will wait. Because in that short moment, in that life of the truck pusher, what do I see? Do I see struggle? Do I see the determination? Do I see somebody who is trying to find his way through life, or he's just using the truck pushing as, you pay attention and then you relax. Maybe he gets close to a gutter and before you realize he's doing some styles. And under normal circumstances, you might say that, he's just playing, But to me, I would say that he likes what he's doing. And, you guys have all my photographs. he likes what he's doing. And in that space, he's just himself doing just like the way you like what you do. He also likes what he does. And he can be dancing with the truck and You know,
Okay.
yeah. So you pay attention, observe, and everything will reveal itself to you. In street photography, that is the key.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. There are so many photographs that I've put out there. People that are conceptual photographs that people think it was staged. Street photography that people think is actually conceptual
In fact,
photography.
this one, is it staged or?
This was not staged.
It was street.
This is around JK Ochiri building.
Okay.
We were down there. We were waiting to do a photo shoot. And this guy was passing and was like, "Chami be." And I was like, "Chengakra, ko billboard no. Yes, and now ko billboard no. Necessary pa. And the reason is that I wanted 2 smiles in that photograph. So if you look closely, you realize that on the billboard, the lady was smiling.
The lady is smiling.
Yes. So the reason is that, see, or no picture, or chitrago picture, and I wine an audience or best mami. I cannot go inside the shot and laugh. And then I realized that the board is there. I was like, come forward. It was like, oh yeah, I'm the bro in kakra. And then the shot came in.
This one, the master class now.
So you observe things. That is why I always tell, when I come on live on TikTok, I tell people, photographers, that these days, because of the LCD monitor, you don't connect with the camera. Those days when you are looking through the viewfinder, you pay attention to things. But now you don't pay attention to things.
But life.
You are doing this. You are doing this. You know, this will not let you get. If you look through the viewfinder and you can listen to, you keep quiet. You can even listen to your own breath, and you are like, you understand. And once you do it, you pay attention. You look at the model.
Check.
Or bride neighbor den or besire. Or you pay attention to things, but now you don't pay attention to things. You are just, and you come home with 5 billion photographs. Why will you do that?
Selection of it.
You understand? Every single photograph you take an event, you should know the photograph. You should see, when you see the photograph, you should know that this is my photograph. And the reason why I took this is that. Apart from the shot that probably maybe the person is moving from one point to the other and you are trying to track the shot, that is different. Because that you have to get multiple shots.
Yeah.
But apart from that, you have to get, when you are working and you are not smiling at the shot, but you just want to select through quickly as possible and export. That means you went there as a cameraman, not a photographer.
Hey, well, please, where is that cameraman and photographer?
Cameraman is somebody who knows how to use the machine.
Okay.
A photographer is keeping memories, capturing memories. Cameraman is just there because he knows I can take somebody alongside so that the client does not know the difference between a cameraman and a photographer. I am the photographer. I've brought in a cameraman. And video tripod nichi meba. Na me the camera neko as a photographer. Na ma coach cha. Na ma babe check. Bibi ayoga no onye photographer or a cameraman. You understand? As a photographer, you pay attention to things to a point that you know when something is off. You know the next scene. Recently, I uploaded a video on my TikTok page about things that you have to
the checklist.
Yeah, the shot. And people were amazed. Like, you are like, why do you have to do all this? I already know. No, you don't.
Yeah, then you best keep one listing it down.
Good. So you have this in your pocket. And sometimes you are there and then you check. You are like, okay, you try with that. And when you're able to do all these things, now you can have time to actually do freestyle. Because you've already gotten the important shots down. A cameraman will not bring short list. There's a photographer who will bring short list.
Yeah.
You understand? So you have to know the difference. These are some of the things that separates you from, that makes you a pro photographer or a professional photographer.
So that I don't be a photo. Okay.
Right.
But what came in mind when you were taking this shot?
Okay, so this was on a Sunday. Oh, is it your screen? This grading is nice. The colors. Yeah, it's nice. All right, so this was Sunday, Koforidua Sunday Grammon. And usually people come and then they display clothes and then they sell. Okay. So I was like, let me go and do a street photo. I love doing street photography. I love doing street photography. It challenges me. Like, you don't know how the shadow is going to hit the subject. You don't know where the lighting is coming. Now,
natural.
Sometimes you see the scene and before you raise your head, it's gone.
Yeah.
I saw a scene, it has stuck with me till now in Accra. We were in a traffic and the person, a disabled person was begging somebody in in a
Top
a
car,
V8
Okay.
close to where I know I shouldn't have missed that shot. But the reason why I missed the shot was because I kept my gadget in my bag. You understand? So in a car, and I've not yes, I had any boom in my life. So I was in the traffic, and then I was looking at things, and then I turned my head and I saw it. The scene was begging for me. I could have owned that photograph, could have owned that memory in time, bro. And I lost it. Now it's stuck in my head forever. That is how much I pay attention to shots. You understand? I shouldn't have missed that.
Shot.
It was beautiful. So this coming back to this, this old man, pushing the truck, but you can look at his drip and all that. So this is basically Sunday Ramon in the strap. The theme it was street photography, but I had a theme in mind.
Okay.
I had struggle and hustle in mind. So you can look at this series and you realize that all the shots that were taken from here, I took one with somebody selling bankuta. And it was all in the same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have that one. We have that shot too here.
Okay.
We have that shot too
Okay.
here.
You guys have downloaded all my photographs.
Put it on the
I'm
screen.
going to sue you guys. Yes.
Put it on the screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was struggle on that. You can tell the grading looks the same. The color theme here.
Yeah.
And I met him again with the same shirt about a month later. And I was like, I know you have taken you picture. And he was like, eh. And then I showed a video. I put the video on TikTok. I showed the video to him. And he was like, And I make catch and he said, it's a picture. No, will be better.
Wow.
And he started laughing. He was like, I was like, ah.
Omega to be trying to be a move. When you have to cheer, oh, command this guy, we share no.
Omega to be trying to be, but moment now you hear and one year, and 1 year.
So let's go to ethics.
Okay.
You see, when you are doing street photography, there are some places are private.
Yeah.
These people are strangers. You don't know them. You've not met them before.
Yeah.
So how do you go about capturing them?
All right. So first of all, as a photographer, the moment you press the shutter, you own the photograph. The moment you press the shutter, the photograph, the copyright favors you. It's yours. But they also own their image right. There is a difference. The photograph is yours. The image right is theirs. So for example, this man, if this man sees this photograph on any billboard, he will sue me.
Okay.
When he has not signed a consent form.
So put it.
That is why I told him that if anybody wants to use this photograph for anything, billboard, anything
commercial, or just anything.
commercial. No.
Okay.
If I'm doing an exhibition, no problem. I'm not selling the photograph. If I'm doing a personal project or education or anything, no. But anything that concerns his image, his rights, I need to make him aware that this is what we are using the photograph for, and he's going to bring this back. And he's like, okay, fine. Let me sign here and give you permission to use my image. My image, not the photo is mine. I already have the photo.
This is
image rights is different from the photo right. So sometimes I hear photographers saying that, me na me try picture no copyright media. Okay, dear. But what mean for be picture and koye be bonny and defaming just because you own the photograph? No, image right. Ebe delay with. Even a model, you have to let the model sign. So only one year juma, wama ho kwan say using the picture because on Chrome na ebia for example, perfect example, Cristiano Ronaldo. We say oye interviewer or pick Coca-Cola ebia efine dex just because the image on per se or be associating with that brand. But that content ni ye try that particular point. English Premier League for there. You understand? The whole video and the whole interview, English Premier League there. But at that particular point now, what do you never be seen or no protecting or no image right? What do you mean can't say you crack copyright into fact? See her. As a photographer, you have to know. Sometimes go to the person. It's not difficult. They want you to capture them. They want you to capture them. So you go them and then sometimes they are busy and you let them know, person who they now here. Me chalk okay. We saying project saying I'm working on a particular project and what you are doing right now fits in. You understand? And then they are like, sometimes they are like, they demand money. And they are like, man, be weak, I cry.
Like, really?
Yeah, they demand money. And now, recently we were doing a shoot. The fashion editorial, we did a fashion street photography. And then there was this kid. That friend so major on Sopiota. Because the idea was that we wanted to introduce juxtaposition in the shot. We want something that was differently as compared to the subjects. No, into a kid with a bow and a pure water is directly different. Both are following dreams, but Obiadi are different. And when right after that, I went straight to my pocket, and then 20 cedis. I was like, because not cheap, me money or the cheap, because me per image a yibia wasam into me money in the corner chair. Come on, now me say G20 cedis, no G, okay. At that instant.
Yeah. So the permission, do you shoot before you seek? That's when it comes to the images of the individuals. Do you seek permission before you shoot the movement, or you shoot the movement later you go for permission?
That is a good question, because sometimes the moment you contact the subject, you have lost the moment. No, you have lost the moment.
Okay.
Maybe or baby. When you say, "Mami chow penal," say so. Take the photographs. Apart from the portrait ones, sometimes you are like you want to take the person or person or share camera in him. But say baby no dia, take the shot. If you take the shot, then you approach him, then you let him know, look. And sometimes when you look at him, Sisiana uchame. Sisiana mi chawo. I feel. Hey, what do you call this car now? I can say, probably be a no, I can say, me exhibit in Crawford better. In Crawford to dia me. Into no dia, mami on number. Mami on number na bibi any and I'm get in touch. And I can say, nyaka say money scar na bibi sa, you know, if you have money on him, give it to him. Give it to him, because sometimes at the end of the day, they are just helping you.
Yeah.
And as an artist, there is this thing that we all say, God of creativity. Me, I've been telling my assistant, we call it God of creativity. When you are shooting, he just brings something, he just dash you something on a busy day. When you are doing street photography and you have not gotten any nice shot, the God of creativity can just dash you. And sometimes you will not even see it on set. You go and you'll be doing editing and you realize that there is something at the back that makes the picture so nice. Or they are chill. So when you treat people nicely, it happens. You have to be deep into this craft to identify all these things, you understand? Or they tell. You know, I told you I wish you two wedding now. Watch a picture no, but when you tell you say, hey, she's not be a bride near one, now he's gonna be a bridesmaid near one picture, and I feel God of creativity or your child. Or person chose he's with you, you know, he's more religious, but it's part of it.
Goodness.
It's part of it.
Wow. Yeah. So Bkay, with the concept, as you said, it is planned.
Yeah, it's planned.
But you see, with photography, you can use composition to tell a story.
Yeah.
You can use colors and other stuff to tell a story.
Yes.
So in yours, how do you tell your story?
All the things you mentioned, the composition, the color grading, they are all tools at your disposal to use to be able to convey your message. The important thing is the message. Okay, so for example, this particular photograph, this is false prophets. So with false prophets, definitely the color red can stand for evil.
Okay.
It stands for blood. It stands for doing something that people have mystery, you know. No, the mystery is in the shadows. So that is why we have a lot of shadows and black. Because when you can't identify what is happening in the darkness, you think that something bad is happening. And the gauze on their face is to, of course, is to let you know that this can be anybody. This can be, excuse me to say, your pastor. This can be anybody.
It can be anybody.
The moment you see their face, you say, oh, this is the person we are talking about. So it's about this person. No, this can be your pastor. This can be anybody. The reds on the hands definitely means that, you know, he's into something that is evil. You understand?
So, but the other guy, his hand, there's no stains in there.
Yes,
but he's wearing black. The other one is wearing white.
Yes, and they are close together. And the idea is that the good one might probably be wearing a black coat, and the bad one will be wearing a white coat. You understand? The good one might be the image, you better tarnish the image. So you can tell that he is actually holding the Bible.
Okay.
So he is the good one. But near the one in the light, that proclaims that he
in
is.
the limelight, we know.
Yes, he will probably be the one that is doing it. And that is conceptual photography for you. You understand? And funny enough, when this thing goes out, a few people will share it because they don't want to offend their and that is the point.
Yeah.
Because the person that you think is the good person that you don't want to offend is actually the reason why I made the shot in the first place.
But Bkay,
Yeah.
wait, in Ghana here, how do Ghanaians receive conceptual photographs, especially when you do exhibitions?
Yeah.
Like when you go outside, people buy paintings. And in Ghana, how do you receive such works?
Well, I think we are still not used to it. The fact that I'm going to purchase an artwork about 3,000 CDs or 30,000 CDs and just come and hang it in the house, I would rather take a picture of myself and then put it in my room.
Golden frame.
You understand? And that is because we are still, as a developed nation, we still have room to grow. So we are still growing. So we'll get to a point where people want to think about art, but we are not there yet. That does not mean as an artist I should not produce art. You understand? So in the beginning, when I started doing conceptual photography and I send them photograph, they are like, is it a movie poster? Like, what is happening? Are you going to do a movie? But I knew it was conceptual photography.
Yeah.
My fellow photographers were asking, what is this? What are you doing? What are you trying to do? You understand? Even my fellow photographers, most of them didn't know what I was about back then when I started these things. Until it got to a point that I think maybe they started researching it and then they realized that there is a niche in photography called conceptual photography, and that is what this guy is doing. And they were like, oh, okay. And then I can see some of them started shooting, but it didn't go anywhere. But at the end of the day, our people will receive these photographs because they do appreciate photographs from outside. Annie, there was this lady who is extremely good, American photographer. Okay. She's a lady. She's the one who took, they call him Annie something. I cannot pronounce the surnames too. But he's the one who took the shot, the conceptual photograph of Messi and Ronaldo during the World Cup where they were playing the chess.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that is a conceptual photography.
Yeah.
It leaves you to think about what is going to happen. You understand?
Who is who?
Who is who? Good. So, and they received that photograph very well. People were posting it. So that means that they have just not, and it was probably because of the love for Ronaldo and the love for, most of them didn't understand what was going on at that particular moment. But, so I think with time, we should give them time. We should not rule them out and say, this is bullshit. They don't understand what is going on and they will not receive it. With time. I have photographs that have went viral. I have TV3, I've posted my photograph, GTV, everywhere. And the audience that saw the photograph really related to it. You went to the comment and they went, when I was a kid, I was doing this. When I was a kid, I was doing this. Oh, this is beautiful. They related to it. You understand? And some have even reached out to me to purchase them. Understand? So I think with time, they will get to, what we have to do is we need a lot of photographers to come out and then shoot these kinds of art. Try and enter into these niches, because if we don't create that space for ourselves as photographers, or if we don't open up and not only leaning towards one niche, I don't want to mention any niche.
In fact, there's a question I'm going to ask you.
I don't want to mention any niche, but the idea that we are only doing the photography because we want money is so narrow. You understand? At the end of your career, if you don't have anything to show, if you don't have a catalog and say, these are the works that I've done as a photographer, you cannot go and take somebody's wedding and come and show us. You understand? Why will you go and take somebody's husband and wife and come and show us that this is your work?
The person will say, me, I'm a wedding photographer.
Okay.
I shoot only weddings.
Continue. So when you grow up and we ask you, what is your work? Where are your projects? As I'm speaking to you, tomorrow I'm going to do a documentary. I told you I'm going to do a documentary. And the documentary is going to be about a road accident. I heard about the 20 kids that was in the bus and it really touched me. I hate the fact. Just 3 days ago, I was called at one of my classmates in SHS got an accident and died. You understand? That is God trying to tell me that do something about it. I said, do something, just shoot something. So tomorrow I'm going to do a short documentary. I've already done some with mental health, disability. This year I'm doing about a road accident. You understand? And as an artist, that is your job, not to apply oil on people's body. You know, as a creative, if you don't want to do that, then and nobody needs to open the door for you to come and do that. Bring your ego down. Stop saying that if I do it, somebody is going to say I'm taking his sin. Nobody. The room is big enough for us to all of us to enter. Come and do it. If I see you doing a craft like that, and you sending me the photograph, and you are like, oh, I see it online, and I see that. Whoa, this is a brilliant idea. Like, I will come and comment and say, this is nice, bro. This is nice, truly from my heart.
Keep it up.
Yes, you understand. And as a photographer, that admiration is all you want. You understand? So there have to be a lot of photographers trying to bring artworks, not necessarily taking pictures of people standing there.
Are you a photographer, a videographer, filmmaker, or content creator? Are you looking for the perfect shot without breaking the bank? Look no further. Christocentric Rentals has got you covered. At Christocentric Rentals, we provide top-notch cameras and gears from the world's leading brands. We have Canon, Sony, Blackmagic, Nikon, and all your industry favorites. Whether it's a wedding, a commercial shoot, a travel vlog, or just a simple shoot, we have the right equipment for you. High-quality lenses, professional accessories, unbeatable prices, and flexible rental terms all in one place. Visit us today or any other day at Top High near KNUST. You can also call us on the following numbers to make your booking: 0532 670 582 or 0596 844 781. You can find us at Christocentric Rentals on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Christocentric Rentals, professional production assured.
So BK,
Yeah.
still here. Do you think that in Ghana, there are a lot of genres in the photography that creatives have left, and they are skewed to some few genres?
Yeah, I think there was a lot. I think there was a lot. Oh, there is a lot, bro. You see, there are a lot of photographers. Let me rephrase that. There are a lot of cameramen. There are few photographers.
Oh, say it again.
There are a lot of cameramen, and there are few photographers. You understand? The actual photographers, when you look at their works, I'm not saying everybody should come and do conceptual photography.
Yeah.
But we have wedding photographers and we have wedding photographers. Even in wedding photographers, you can tell that some are actually, I shoot weddings.
But you are not a wedding photographer.
But I'm an artist. You understand? If I come to you can tell that when you come to my page, I'm shooting weddings, but I'm not keen to, trying to prove myself, trying to use strip. No, that is not what I do. Because I know for a fact that years to come, people will chase after their photographers, sue them. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you were not shooting for the client. You were shooting for your fellow photographer. You were trying to make the picture, you are pushing the picture to a point that your fellow photographer is going to say is nice. And the client didn't know better now. But later he's going to realize that you took a photograph of him and it's not him. How can you take a wedding photograph of me and you clear all my facial identity just because you want to impress people? So now there is a trend going on. So he himself have seen it, he's bothered, but he feels like, there is a lot of important stuff to do now. Don't think no, because wedding photography, wedding pictures, passport pictures, funeral. Try as much as possible to give them exactly what you think is right, not what they think is right, because that is why you were professional. Or kabibi a see you what, but men yen is amano. Adia mi ke mi say we nkrofo den pa ba no kre no. Sisi ano onim better.
But later on,
bro, Later on, who say, say o crowd, say no. Obet me see you, otuya oka see your picture. Just yesterday, I was watching a court case between a photographer and a client. Graduation shoot, CBS on DSTV. Or the number court, see, or maniscase on top background. I can't so lazy. Green backdrop now, or when once a sign yin fiso and fanan to, or see up a rainbow, then one yen is no green background is on the man, and we see, So people have started, Obabe see you. Yes. Meanwhile, you don't have a lawyer, you don't have anything. All you have is 6D and 50 millimeter. 6D and 50 millimeter. So we should start doing. Also, about wedding photography more. Then please learn everything you need to learn about wedding photography, the legal side, everything, the business. Don't just be working and be thinking they will leave you. Okay, hello.
Okay. So this is a break. There's a beautiful young lady who is enjoying music. Okay, so this is me describing the image.
Yeah.
So young, nice lady enjoying music. And you could see that everything she's wearing is from a T-row, including the headset.
Yeah, big shout outs to Kiki. That is one of your
top models.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kiki.
She's good.
Yeah,
and
she's
so
very
this
good.
image, what?
Oh, okay. So I used the word for it. Cloud 9. Yes, so this was Cloud 9. A point that you can listen to a song that you enter a space where you understand that feeling. Oh, the Cloud 9 word alone explains. So he has entered into a mood that deep
into it.
Yes.
That
you have now turned into a zombie and
please zoom in a bit. Let's look at the face.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can tell that there is no people. How do we call it? The black.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
Amazing.
So basically, this is a conceptual photograph. So
we are almost wrapping up.
Okay.
Do you sometimes face creative blocks with this conceptual photographs? Sometimes my idea it's not coming. Do you sometimes face that?
Well, as a creative, it comes, but for me, it's very short. It's very short, just because I have trained myself to do a whole lot of things at a party. Right now, I'm here doing this interview with you, and tomorrow I'm doing a documentary, and it has nothing to do with photography. So by the time I get back to photography, I have something to do. And if I'm leaving photography, then I'm actually going to do something else. You understand? So I think you have to, if any photography is facing creative blocks, the best thing that you have to do is you have to get a lot of projects to work on, not specifically photography alone, so that you can at least multitask and do a lot of things and get yourself busy. It will solve that. It will solve that. When you are idle and you are doing one thing, I don't think the wedding photographers have problem with this, because they are just waiting to be called so that you go and shoot weddings. How do you get creative blocks? Oh, you can get creative blocks as a wedding photographer.
They do.
Show up and go and take somebody who is smiling and happy. You have creative blocks. I will not know anything about that. Yeah, but basically, if what works for me is that I'm usually working on a lot of projects. So as much as I am paying attention to this, I am paying attention to the next thing, and very soon I will be entering into film production, filmmaking. I've prepared well for that as well. So if, for example, if I'm working on a film project and I have the chance to go on a break on the film project, I will happily pick a camera and come and do street photography. Gosh. Why will I have a creative block with that?
Also,
the photography there. The beautiful thing is you are not going for passion. If you are Oliver, you can see them around. You can do instant.
Yeah. Okay, so Bkay.
Yeah.
You've been in the industry for long.
Yeah.
Way back 10 years till now.
Yeah.
Motivation or discipline? Which one will you go for?
Motivation or discipline? I would say course, discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Why?
Because discipline keeps you going forward. Motivation sometimes is needed, but if you don't have discipline, the motivation will come and then poof, it's gone. You understand? If you are motivated to do something now, you will do it. But what if you are not motivated to do the same thing tomorrow? That means we should wait for you. You understand? So, for example, I made it, how do I even put this? I told myself that every single year, there has to be an improvement in my career, whether I am in a good year or not.
Oh, no.
So if you track my career, you can tell that this year I was here. The next year I was, my assistant can tell you that the improvement comes, sometimes it comes with restrictions. It comes with loans, bro. You understand? But I need to keep on pushing it forward. Not because I'm motivated, because I'm disciplined.
There's a discipline.
Yes, sometimes a month you will not be getting any booking. It's not your fault. It's probably not the season. Sometimes at that particular moment, what do? You pick up a camera, you start, editing, you start developing new set of color grading style, new tricks. You understand? And sometimes it gets to a point that I don't even want to be booked at that month. When you realize that, you understand? So when the clients are not coming, pick on personal project. When you are done with personal project, do an exhibition. When you are not doing an exhibition, open a TikTok page and do a course. If you are not doing a course, get back and come and plan on something bigger. It has to be like that. And it's not motivation that is going to carry you through. It is a discipline.
Yeah.
You are in Kumasi, you called me, I'm from Accra. I had to come to Koforidua, stop at Koforidua, deliver a couple of items to some clients, sleep in Koforidua, and then come here this morning to come and do this. And then tomorrow morning, go and do my documentary. I brought my machine with me. I cannot keep the clients that I promised delaying. So Friday, I will use the whole of Friday to work and deliver to those clients. Saturday morning, head back to Accra, go and do another shoot. I did a shoot Monday, Bongo Ideas, his birthday.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have to, and it's not motivation. Where are you going to get a lot of motivation from? Like that from? Sometimes your own head will be telling you things that, So if you are waiting for motivation, the bus will go away and everything that you want will pass. And then by the time the motivation will come, the opportunity door is closed. Oh, you are me. You can get discipline, enter into the bus, and when you're in the bus, maybe opportunity will run after you. But you cannot wait for opportunity to find you. No, discipline always wins.
Discipline always wins. That is a quote. Discipline always wins. So, Bkay, a camera body,
okay,
and a camera lens. Which one will you go for first?
For me, I always pick the lens.
Why?
Because you can be in a beautiful room, very beautiful room, but when you are looking through, you are in a beautiful room. I'm coming. You are in a beautiful room, and the outside there is a beautiful island as well. You understand? Very beautiful island. But the window that you are looking through to look at the beautiful island is probably a scratch glass. What are you going to say to whoever is asking you what you are seeing outside? You are going to say, oh, the place is not nice. You understand? That is what you are going to say. But you can be in a box. You can be in a box. And the box that you are in, it's not that okay. And you are looking through a big glass, clean glass window light. And you are looking through it. What are you going to say outside? You are definitely going to say the outside is beautiful. That is what is happening with the lens. Give me a 6D, but give me the best lens you have. Give me a T3i crop sensor, but give me the best lens you have. And we will see.
Oh, really?
Oh, we will see what you see. You understand? We have people that spend a lot of money on their camera body and shoot with a kit lens. Who taught you that? Who taught you that?
So Bkay, are you trying to say that? Like, okay, so I think Canon so far EFs, the best lens, if you need a zoom, mostly a cap at 2.8.
Okay.
So let's say 70 to 200 Mark 3.
Okay.
On Rebel T3i.
Okay.
Or let's say 6D.
Okay. 6D Akumano Crane.
Okay, sorry, 60D.
Focus 60D. 6D Akumano Crane there. Yeah.
We'll be saying it was special colors.
And let me tell you a story before you move on.
Okay.
I went to shoot a wedding. And no. I went for a wedding, but it was a friend's wedding, and then it was like, your wedding. I know about the passy trauma me. You know, me cry na me cry. I think that me cry R and I me cry 70 to 200. Me ye pe na photographer no cry 6D and a Sigma. To me ye me lens ni pe any camera ni pe. Hey boss, I gra ye di na why chair. I'm so.
I found the workout.
I feel there ye nice. That was the first time I share. Ye nice I was say. But I wouldn't say 6D. Try correct say R the crowd. Hey,
almost our special show.
6D. What I'm saying. What's that? I see boss 6D na crime no. And yes, 6D. I mean, for camera be out. I'm say hi. And cause assembly be more. And can the D mo be ante. 6D. But I boys. Sometimes I see because I know that the taste of professionalism. Me they be as an maker. If you are not shooting with 6D, if you have not shot with 6D before in your entire career, you might not understand what I'm saying. We have people that just jump to R. You know, 6D for me, I'm hustlers. I'm on birthday shoot, obeji funeral, obeji wedding, then on G.
Now ATD for ne.
ATD basically for videography. As a video camera. It's ATD for na ya na only 6D for na nam. Eye juma boom. What I say? Oh, 6D for them. Sorry, I'm respecting you. I said to your crowd, the 6D back.
Baby, serious.
Yeah, baby. No man, I'm silicone in red no. Silicone case red.
Yeah, silicone case.
That's your cashier. Met my both photographers made 20.
Oh, 6D squad. They do
Dawson.
6D squad.
Dawson.
Oh, so Bkay, you will go for the lens.
Oh, the lens.
Not the body.
Lens. And a lens in the crime is a picky. Because lens, no me prime lens in zoom lenses.
Zoom lens.
Aye. Give me prime lens. The reason is that glasses in Dawson. When the light one I can see in the air. Photography is basically lighting. Zoom lens and light glasses and Dawson. Into answer and light and the baby do sensor and one capture and that's what.
Yeah.
I just say by prime na glass back up. Into fair no mommy. Me person me impressive wa. Prime lens. Na make what I say. But me can you see, I mean to travel. Of course, decent shot be out. But me person me impressive person who send me a good photographer. Prime lens on any given day. Me the zoom be me 9. Na me use prime lens. Me coincide my bamechi, but me use prime lens.
Solid. So
yeah.
on a normal day on the street photographing,
yeah,
do you go with prime or zoom?
Oh, prime.
Zoom
will give you, because of the focal length, it will give you some imaginary look.
Okay.
You understand? Zoom me say, it's a cinema kind of shot because you have actually pulled the subject together. But if you are using something like a 35 prime, 35 is basically the focal length that is 35 millimeter. When anybody sees it, instantly he feels like
I'm seeing it.
He feels like there is no camera. And that is what you want. He feels like but zoom lens, because of focal length, a man some illusion can create. Oh, way. But so what the prime lenses, especially 35 millimeter in each or can say, that's not straight. He has bypassed the idea that it was a photograph.
Amazing. So we have one question for you, but the question came from the last guest. So
all right.
What inspired you to come on this show?
Well, I was back in Kufuria Technical University. I did a couple of workshops.
Okay.
I think you were even part of one of my workshops.
I think me joining online bloggers one.
Aye.
Yeah.
All right, good. Because I remember I have your name saved
Yeah.
with that tag on. I did a lot, and I invited photographers to come. Twins Lomberg, big shout outs to them. I invited them, and then they came. They never took me any money. They assisted me, and then on multiple occasions, I've invited them and they've come. And these are like some of the few photographers that I truly admire. You understand? And it taught me something that I think through one of their interviews, when they came, they were doing interviews with KTU Radio, and they mentioned something that when somebody is trying to reach for something, the best you can do for the person is to assist the person to reach for it. If you can't do that, stand aside. Don't hinder their progress. And it really, as a brand, my name is Be Kind. You understand? So it really makes sense to me because hindrance. And what made me accept your invite is that I have seen that you are trying to reach for something. And if I can, by any means, amplify that for you or try as much as possible, you're seeing your food, your piano, help you assist that, then why not? Why not? Why not all of us add our voices together and try as much as possible to say something? Because at the long run,
Exactly.
wherever it needs to go, it will go. Anytime you have me, I'm available. And it's not because that is not the reason.
Yeah.
The reason is that you are trying to reach out for something. And if I can assist you to do that, I will do that on any day.
Amazing. God bless you for this.
God bless us.
So, assuming you are the host, one question for the next person on the show.
All right. So the question that I'll probably ask the next person, if he is a photographer or he is an artist, is if he was not a photographer, how is he actually going to make impact with whatever he's doing? And if he figures that out, then that is what he should be doing with photography.
Please come again.
Oh, if he's not a photographer, if as it stands, he is a photographer, but if the whole table flips and he was not a photographer, how is he going to make impact with whatever he let's say he's a painter or he's maybe a musician? How is he going to make impact with
that kind of
craft? If he figures that out, if he tells you that out, then you tell him that is what he should be doing with the photography craft he has now.
Solid. Wow.
Please make it easy on him, boy. Just like the way I've said. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So the next person will be ready to answer.
I'll wait for his.
We'll be ready to answer. In fact, the next person coming is an MC. But don't worry.
No. It's fantastic. So, a microphone. Let's see how I would be impacted.
Oh, that was I mean an amazing conversation with you. We've learned a lot. We've really learned a lot of.
Thank you.
I think he's the second concept person we've brought here. Yeah, and I mean these concept photographers, the way they communicate the meanings behind their images is amazing.
It's probably because we see things visually. Yeah. So it's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult to actually convert the visual things you've seen into words. You get.
I get you.
It's difficult to actually say what you have seen because you want them to get exactly what is in your head, which is very difficult.
Yeah. So, Bkay, if someone want to connect with you, how do they connect with you?
Bkay Studios on YouTube, Bkay Studios on TikTok, Bkay Photos on Instagram. And when you get on TikTok, you realize that my personal number is on my platform.
Okay.
But if you want me to put it out there, or you are going to put it.
You can.
My telephone number?
Yeah, you can.
All right, 024-997-6273.
Yeah. So if you want to connect with Bkay, I hope you are open for collaborative projects and all that as well.
Yeah.
If you want to connect with him for any project.
Yes,
you
but
can
make sure the
contact him.
project you are bringing, if we spend time and do it, is not any. Let's go to the market and go. You know, I'm already doing that. I'm already, but it has to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, it has
So
to be.
BK,
Yeah.
this is my last question.
Okay,
When is your next exhibition coming on?
December.
This year.
This year, December.
Oh, amazing. At Koforidia.
Akofori, I'm thinking of doing one tour in Kumasi.
Definitely. Let's hear of the day so we can plan and come around.
Yes.
Yeah, we should be able to come around.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so once again, my name is Ebenezer Amwakwentry, and I've been your host through this conceptual conversation. And you know, it's your first time watching this video, please make sure that you subscribe to the page for us. Please make sure you subscribe so that when we post the video, you will be part of those who will see it first. And then you can learn one or two things from here. And finally, if you are watching and you want to be on the show, or you have someone that you want us to bring on the show, kindly let us know either in the comment section or you can reach out to us. We'll bring that person. It's going to be a blessing. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.